You're now watching a clip from the Inspired by show. You can watch the full episode on our YouTube channel or listen on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. So make sure to head over there, leave us a 5-star rating if you enjoyed it, and follow the show. And I think that also comes with the coaching industry has grown massively. What's your views on the coaching space not being regulated? You know, people becoming coaches and helping people with their mindset without the proper qualifications.
Do you know, even, let's be honest about that for a moment, even, I belong to, the International Coaching Federation. It's not that regulated, despite a federation, or it isn't. Anyone considers they're a coach. Probably some of the best coaches in the world don't even belong to any organization at all. So it is a bit like the Wild West. And yet anyone can say that they're a coach and put themselves out and do coaching. But those people don't tend to survive, because as coaches, we thrive off of having a good reputation and, word of mouth, and people knowing and feeling that they're going to get benefit from working with you. So my podcast, my socials, give people a hint of what it would be like to be with me. And I've been doing coaching since 2005. So it's, I've enjoyed it, and I wouldn't change that. I mean, it's evolving, but it's still, I don't know how it would be regulated, because I trained in therapy and that is regulated. But yeah, you can see how still there's not enough, checks to find out how a person is as a therapist. There are going to be good therapists, bad therapists. So I'm not sure what that regulation would look like. I don't know what the answer would be on that, other than, I have Google reviews. I don't know. So people review me and they can see how many people have given me 5 stars. So that might be an indicator. Maybe that's, a review-based system going forward. Maybe that would help, but I'm not sure how it could be regulated that much.
Yeah, I hear that. And it's hard because you can have people that have the best qualifications in the world, still just not great coaches. I've seen people coach, and I've actually had a lot of coaches which have experienced this, where, it's just a checklist of questions. Yeah. And it's like, I must go through my 10 questions that I've been given in my coaching qualification.
Yeah.
Whereas, as being a coach in nearly 20 years, it's about listening and being curious and seeing, and we talked about it off camera, the little tweaks, and we're like, we need to go there. I can hear that there's someone needs to talk about that, and being super present as a coach. And I think that's part of the challenge with over-regulating something. But one thing that I found fascinating, and I don't know if you can relate to this or agree with this, but I actually think my coaching experience has helped me so much as a podcast host.
Yeah. I mean, when you're interviewing, you can listen. But also, it's that you can pick up on the nuances in what a person's coming across with, what they're saying. And again, the art of questioning is so important. But yeah, I would say that's helped me. I'd love to be a better public speaker. As something that the more I'm in the public eye, the more I'd like to grow those skills and develop storytelling skills and all sorts of things. But I'm okay where I am at the moment, and that's good. If I want to grow, create more options.
Yeah, and as you said earlier, it's just going with the flow and seeing what happens.
Absolutely. We can all look back and criticize. I was talking to a client about this yesterday, because they're so good at comparing themselves with where they're not. And they were like, oh, I should be here, I should be there, this is where I want to be. And I said, that's lovely that you have these goals, but there's quite a bit of focus on where you're not. I said, how does that feel? And they're like, yeah, not the greatest. And I'm like, let's have a little look at how far you've come.